be chilling tonight. I need to feel tonight, man. Hey, man, where my radio, man? Yeah, let's go. I need you to turn that up. Jamming tonight. Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah.
Pull the way up like we in a club. Fly flashy, grown classy, so turn it up. Saturday mornings, no walk of shame, we fresh up. 950 lounge, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't miss my favorite show, I put everything on hold. Work the baby, even the babysitter know. When 950 come on, don't bother. I'm locked in 10 to 1, no problem. Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah.
We're joined by two superstars that I fonded both these people wholeheartedly. To my right, it's a brother that I share the mic with once in a while, and we always talk about doing some collabs. He's one of the kingpins here at the DSN network, and I'm always happy to have him in the mic. And when he's here, I got to get him on. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Mike, the moderator.
Thank you, brother. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
James Earl Jones,
wherever you at and however this reaches you.
To my left, it's a young lady I've known almost now a year, and you would think we knew each other for 20 years. Just so fond of her. She's got a show coming to the CBTV network real soon called Adventures with Pearl, and the way she has adventures should be an interesting show. Ladies and gentlemen, my homie, Stephanie Dominique. What's good, honey?
Hey, thank you for having me.
I'm sure our fourth Beatle will be upset he missed today's show.
Yes. I'm sure.
Oh, man. You didn't tell
You gave him the runs, didn't you?
I don't know. Well, she been running from that for years. Well before Nafi Lounge was even in both their crosshairs.
Oh,
but Big Mike, real quick, I'd be remiss if I didn't touch with you about what just went on. I know you heard most of the interview. Your thoughts?
Oh, man. My thoughts run kind of deep on that particular subject. I think that for the majority of the stuff, I'm in total agreement. You know, black self-hate is very widespread and very deeply ingrained for a multitude of reasons from a multitude of causes. So I get that, but I think that one thing, and it's important that we as African Americans or as black people, depending on how you want to, you know, what you want your nomenclature to be behind that particular statement. Right. It's important that we understand that we have issues.
Yep.
But one of the best way to start resolving issues is to acknowledge that you're not the only one with issues. You know, and this is coming from somebody who, and you know, I don't have a problem putting my life on blast. This is coming from somebody who once upon a time had a problem with the bottle, right? So it wasn't until, or some of the greatest pieces of help was that someone that I went to talk to acknowledged, you know, you're not the only one that has a problem with the bottle the way in which you have a problem with the bottle. And then it puts things into a different perspective. And for those who may be timid or reluctant to express their discord, can start the healing process by saying, I'm not the only one here. African Americans have some deep-rooted self-hate, but so do Caucasian Americans have some deep-rooted self-hate.
Steph, obviously you're mixed with Italian and Spanish cultures. From your standpoint, what has that you experienced that type of Civil War family issues?
Oh yes.
Wow.
I would say about within the last 2 years, I had some crazy experiences with family, and it hurts. You know, it puts you in a really bad place, and it's not something that you want to go through because you feel like your family is your everything, that your
base.
Yeah, it is your base where you feel like you have to have that to fall back on if anything bad happens, but sometimes you don't have that base, and then you have to rely on yourself to look inward to get yourself to feel different about the situation.
I always think is, anytime, you have any bad experiences with anybody, it hurts. But I think it hurts more when it's the inclined family, like a brother, a sister, or uncle, or aunt, because you always think your family should have your back. But as you see in the world today, it's everybody for themselves, basically. It's ironic, it's sad to say.
Unfortunately, sometimes your family turns out to be your worst enemy.
Enemies, yeah.
And then your friends end up being your family at the end of the day. And that's really hard to swallow sometimes, but it's the truth.
I mean, the institution of family is supposed to be your refuge, right? That's supposed to be your calm place in a tumultuous hour. But when you take the roof off of that place and make it open air and make it as tumultuous as I've always said that life, not necessarily from a racial perspective, but life is black and white, right? Life is on and off. Life is a toggle switch, not a crossfader, right? But when you eliminate the boundaries thereof and make life gray, you don't have a black, you don't have a white, you just have a gray. You have one single existence. And when you have one single existence, there is no place to go in your existence to get the things that you intrinsically require, because everything is just one plate. And when you can't go home and seek refuge from you, when you can't seek solitude from the people to whom and which in theory are supposed to mean the most, because now they're equally as divided as outside the four walls, there's a problem. It's a major problem.
We're going to lighten up the mood a little bit because y'all are making me go crazy. And Mike, the moderator, I call him the James L. Jones of DSN. He could do that. Steph, don't worry about it. We'll come up with some names for you. But it's news time, and I'm doing the Sapphire Blue Report today. You want to do the...
If you're feeling if you feeling sad, wait. I said, if you feeling sad and blue, listen to Sapphire Blue. Clear.
Thank you, Rashad. Yeah, you're lucky just to have
my
just
words
one.
got tainted at the moment. I apologize.
Tainted.
I said tainted.
So you got some problems, bro.
I said the word right.
Next time you come to my house, I'm gonna have a lot of plastic cups. That's what I'm gonna say about
You're only on the
that.
second floor anyway, so it won't be a hard fall down.
Okay, Samuel Jackson's in the news, and the man who I think says the word MF the best in Hollywood, is now teaching an online acting masterpiece class. Actor Samuel Jackson is going to teach an online acting class in collaboration with Masterclass. As reported by Variety magazine, Jackson will deliver wisdom and pointers cultured from playing more than 100 roles over his 45-year career. Some of those movies are Snakes on a Plane,
I'm tired.
School Days, Pulp Fiction, to name a few.
I got eaten by a shark.
And obviously, it's a 20. The course will include more than 20 video lessons, a downloadable workbook, and Jackson will answer select questions from students. Stephanie, let me ask you a question. Your favorite Samuel Jackson movie or line?
Oh, where he locked the white girl up to the...
Black Snake Law.
That was a good movie, though. I still don't understand.
And that will get you indicted and ask you to give you the death penalty in about 25 states. Just on the locking up the snake law.
Steven?
Yeah, we forgot about his greatest role in Django.
We need to kill that black man.
But you know what the funny thing with Samuel is, like every part he played the same. And the future to the past, he played the same person.
Mike, your favorite Samuel reference?
Righteous man is beset on all sides by the tyranny of evil men.
What the hell movie was that?
That's Pulp Fiction.
Oh, my bad.
What the hell is wrong?
I always
shall rain down
remember-
upon thee
I
with
remember-
great
yeah.
vengeance and furious anger on those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Then he killed him.
And you will know. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And mine is, give me the TV, mama. I smoke crack. This is what I do, mama.
How much is this class going to cost people?
$75.99. No, I'm joking. I don't know. They didn't say how much.
That's the thing. They don't never tell you the price.
Gator, yo, the good doctor gonna come here and hurt you. Give me the TV, mama. I love that part.
I like
Jungle Fever. Ladies and
I like
Jungle
school
Fever.
days when he was in the Kentucky Fried Chicken. You better get out of here if I bust a cap in your, you know.
Definitely got a lot of Netflix to watch this weekend if you're free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Homework.
Homework.
God.
So we move on.
Time to kill.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You
yeah.
damn right I killed them and I hope they burn in hell.
And I do it again.
It'll get you drunk.
Okay.
Samuel Jackson.
Buy my beer. You see my movies?
It was.
I was in Juice. Yeah, he was in Juice. I forgot
I'm
about
not
Juice.
screaming.
got-
This is just how I talk.
Yeah, you got to remember he was also in all the Marvel movies, and he's
Yeah.
also was in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's with Spike and Charles and credit card commercials.
Yeah.
Does it all, Samuel
Oh,
Jackson.
man.
Now he
That's the
wants to
man.
take more of your money.
Yeah.
That's the man.
Okay.
What's in your wallet?
Let's it's gonna be Samuel in your wallet. Let's move on. Chrisette Michelle has had a rough 9 to 10 months after performing at the inauguration for our 45th, aka
still
we
on
call him
that?
Shady 45. You heard that first a little bit yesterday. She has been dropped from her label
Yes.
after a complete album, and also has had bad depression, which through a miscarriage, and has thought about suicide.
Really? He needs to talk with
Mike, yeah, she may need to talk to
Rashida.
Rashida.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the Chrisette Michelle situation?
You might need to go to somebody else before you come.
No, I'm going to you, bro.
want me first?
I'm going hardcore. I want the Mariano out the pen. I'm calling Hell's Bells, and we come out the bullpen. I want it hardcore because I know you have an opinion.
bring in the
on it.
righty.
While I have to acknowledge that I'm a Chrisette Michelle fan, I thoroughly enjoy her music. I'm sorry, but the worst thing she could have ever did, not for her career, but for her life, was performing at the inauguration. If you're a weak individual, and I'm not saying Chrisette Michelle is weak, so let me just go on that line to say that she's not weak. But there's a level of intestinal fortitude that you have to understand is a prerequisite for where you're going to put yourself by taking certain stances, right? You don't take certain stances if you're not prepared for the backlash.
Right.
Her album failing, there you go. She had miscarried. I'm not saying her miscarriage had anything to do with it, but most of this stuff, there's sums to the whole.
Well, from the report, she blames it on the stress that has come about through all the other things.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
But now here's a question I'm going to ask you, Mike, and everybody else, because I did watch some of the stuff and I did listen to what some of the stuff she said. How much do she have to constantly keep on apologizing before people forgive her to move on?
That is directly connected to how long and how much this particular dude does while he's in office.
But see, the thing is that and I agree that I didn't approve of what she did, but at the same time, it wasn't due to her that got him into the office. She just went and performed, no matter what. Because I mean, like I said, because you can look at all the ones like if she was out there voting for him and all that stuff.
I get it, but take it from this perspective.
Yeah.
You smoke cigarettes?
Nope.
You ever smoke cigarettes?
Nope.
You ever hung around people that smoke cigarettes?
Yes.
Smoke
You've
crack?
been in a room with people that
I'm just like,
Yep.
you've been in a room with people that smoke cigarettes,
Yeah, this one
right?
right here.
Right? So what happens?
smoke.
What happens when you leave that room with people who smoke cigarettes?
It's on
It's
you.
in your clothes.
still on you, yeah.
So now you walk past me. I don't know that you don't smoke cigarettes. I sell cigarette smoke on your clothes.
Right.
And from now on, I will ever link you to the smell of cigarettes, whether you acknowledge it or you don't. It's the same thing with her. She can apologize all she wants. The more he does, the more he leaves a bitter taste in people's mouth, the more some individuals will have a recollection of her rolling with him that day.
Let me ask you, Mike. You say the apology. If she feels she hasn't done nothing wrong, why is she apologizing? I mean, regardless, she did what she did.
It was
did it for the money because they did pay her. Why should she feel she has to apologize? She feels she didn't do nothing. Because if you constantly apologize, that means in your mind you think you did something.
I agree with you. However, there is a saying that it's better to ask for forgiveness than it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. So that's kind of the situation that she's in. Listen, if this was court, it'd be a no contest.
Why? But okay, her career is going down the drain. But what's her name's
Quick,
career
fast,
still
and
ain't
hurry.
go down the drain? Steve Harvey, he met with him. I mean, you had other black.
His thing was a totally different thing than her. She just
Yeah, but
performed.
he was on
And he
radio.
was-
I mean, stuff. People did come out, but it looked like it didn't have. For a minute, it had a backlash.
You also have
but
to take,
it
again. You
hasn't.
also have to take the. No disrespect intended to anyone in the room. You have to take the testicular fortitude that is held by a varied individual.
Want to offend you.
I know. It's
Right?
Okay.
So certain individuals have a level of testicular fortitude. Steve don't particularly give a damn, right? It did zero to his brand.
Right.
Her brand is teetering. So that was not
Steve was
that
on
was
a
not
higher
the
level.
Steve was here. So
Yeah.
even if Steve took a fall,
It's
Steve
not
would have
gonna
came
take-
here,
yeah,
right?
right.
It's gonna come here. You got folks at NBC who put money in the Trump pocket. So they're not about to take Family Feud off the air because he had
Or
a
even
meeting.
his talk
Because he had a
show.
meeting with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had a closed door conversation. So, but someone like her who needs every follower, who needs every dime from every download, who's only getting it from primarily from her ethnic constituency.
Well, that ain't happening no more.
You know what I'm saying?
She gonna
They're
probably
all
be on
bitter.
Fox
They're
soon.
all bitter. So I got
gonna
better
be on-
The
stuff.
She gonna
new
be on
Stacey
Fox.
Dash.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
move on.
Don't be surprised.
Steph, let me go to you. Have you ever gotten a driving speeding ticket?
Oh my goodness.
All right,
this
don't
is so
don't criminate
funny.
yourself now.
Because
Yeah, I hope it's over 7
I got
years.
one last year.
Okay.
And my court date is
coming soon.
yes.
That's
So
what I
make
said.
sure you put a nice outfit on maybe.
That
Oh,
don't
trust
work
me, I
no
will.
more.
I will.
saying you
That
will.
don't work
March
no
up into
more.
court.
Well, in Florida, a
Okay.
woman was charged with driving under the influence while riding a horse.
Rodeo.
What?
Come on.
A woman in Lakeland, Florida, may have a pony up. Police busted her riding a horse down a busy highway while intoxicated. Polk County Police arrested 52-year-old Donna Byrne and charged her with drunk driving after multiple
Always
drivers
Florida.
called 911 to report a on-horse hoofing it down the highway. And that's the word they use, hoofing it down the
How
highway.
fast was the horse going?
Well, it was enough that they said there was enough that she was speeding on a horse. Her blood alcohol level was 0.161 on a horse. So she can really ride a horse.
But that makes no type of sense.
It's Florida. Everything makes sense in Florida.
There's a reason why there are websites that just deal with the police blotters in Florida. There are reasons why. Like a floridaman.com. There are reasons why there are websites like that. Because the stuff that goes on in that.
It's the water.
The best one I've ever heard came from a floridaman.com. Florida man was arrested underneath a highway overpass for jerking off in public
Rodeo, what would you do in Florida?
with a pumpkin.
What?
Yes.
The Great Pumpkin.
Happy Halloween, my brother.
No, Rodeo said with
He
sweet
was
potato.
hoping
Trick or treat.
You were certainly tricking.
it would turn back into a princess.
Oh, my God.
I'm
That's
dead
what he
serious.
said?
It's about 6 years ago. Yes.
Wow.
How long was he jerking?
She probably still is. He's waiting for that to turn into a princess.
All these hoes and no female.
All these garden tools. Let's move on. We're doing the Sapphire Blue Report here at 950.
I don't think
Lounge.
Sapphire would have picked that
Well,
one.
probably not, but this is me. I'm doing it. Steph, let me go back to you.
Okay.
Now,
Let's pick on you, Dave.
All right, guys.
Step Dave.
I'm getting her antibodies.
I know.
up.
All right, all
Shit,
right.
you getting you
Bring
prepared.
Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody where, and I probably know this offhand, but I got to ask you the
But
question.
is this the opposite?
All right.
No, like in a relationship with a person where they would constantly say bad things.
Recent.
Like what?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. What about you, Mike? Have you ever been a woman in this
Absolutely.
rodeo? I know everybody says beautiful things about you.
Yes, indeed.
Well, backstage, what about you?
Yeah.
Which color now?
Well, again, in Hawaii, a judge ordered a man to write 144 compliments about his ex-girlfriend. When sentencing wronggoers, judge sometimes chooses a method of punishment that goes beyond the usual fine or prison time. That was the case last week in one of Hawaii judge who ordered a defendant to write more than 140 nice things about his ex-girlfriend after he violated her protection order. Darren Young of Honolulu kept harassing his girlfriend. She had order protection, got arrested. So the judge said, since you keep trying to attack, want this woman back so bad, I need you to write 144 good things about her, or spend 3 hours in jail while you do it. According to the Maui News, he was arrested and he actually spent 157 days in jail. But part of that sentence was also to write 144 nice things.
So he wrote one a day, huh?
I guess so.
And like 5 in the last.
I really never liked that girl anyway. I don't know why I was writing this. But Rodeo, have you ever been a woman that you just, I don't know, you know what the word sonnet means? First, before I ask you, you know what a sonnet means?
Give it to me in a sentence.
Backstage. I don't have that type of time. Have you ever wrote multiple sonnets to a woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. And I mean, but I didn't have to go to jail for it, thank goodness.
He went underneath the highway.
I didn't. I mean, it was nice, But it's like it's a good way of getting to a woman's heart. I can.
That's like in school. Do you like me? Check box.
Mike, did you ever give that to a woman that way? She didn't appreciate it. Wasn't receptive.
Yeah.
Was it recent? The way you said,
You still have story.
It might have been about whatever 2007 was. What was that? 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But you see what you got the guy going out. You see a dreamscape coming over his head, and he's like, "Yeah."
Do we have any violins to show us?
just look at the top. He's like, "Yeah."
Now, Steph, I know obviously I've gotten to know you a little, but you got the men going crazy. They go, they just.
You saw me at Dunkin' Donuts this morning.
I can imagine.
I got the store
You got a
manager
free
to walk
donut?
me to the car. No, he walked me to the car. Opened the car door for me.
You offer your
Passed
job?
me all. No. He
Hey,
was
make
like,
you queen of my country.
he said, "I love you."
He was
I was
African?
like, wow.
Why he didn't invite me?
No, he's like,
Well, let
I
me
don't
finish,
know,
let me finish.
from like Jordan or something.
Man,
I don't
yeah,
know.
Queen Joelle.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
Why didn't bring a bunch of
Queen.
donuts?
Sorry.
But you know
I
what?
should have been like, yo, hook it up, man.
You have acres of sheep. You have
But
all
you
the
know what?
sheep you wanted.
The one thing I can say that I like about what that judge did, because a couple of judges do that they come out to more creative ways to either get the person to understand what they have done or embarrass them. And I like those type of things. I remember there was one that, like you said, Mike, there was one in Florida where a guy got caught
always
doing
Florida.
something, and he had to go on there and said, I did so and so, and I did this and I did that. He had to wear a sign of what he did to his parents and walk up and down the whole thing and embarrass himself.
like Die Hard when they had Bruce Willis in Harlem say he hate black people and. That's it. Die Hard.
Let's move on. Anybody here have tattoos?
Yes.
Nope.
Good for you. You don't put a tattoo on a Porsche.
I know you're
That's
gonna
right.
look
That's
at me.
right, baby.
Well, I know
Yeah,
you Jenny.
I'm all
You have
over.
issues.
Yeah.
That was a form of therapy, but
Can you explain that in a sentence?
we don't have time. I'm gonna let Ro handle that for you. A woman in London, woman gets sentimental tattoo on chest, but massively regrets it. Adelaide Smith, 28, had ink done when her beloved black Newfound Max dog
There's a
turned
picture
8,
of it.
the usual life expectancy of the breed. She put dog paws on her chest as foundation and love for her dog. After 10 years, the dog paws are getting a negative response from men that people are perceiving her to be something that she's not, and it's just not
cougar.
good. Well, not a cougar, but
Oh.
a woman under night, maybe they say in England. Steph, let me ask you, does tattoos or different forms of clothing, does it give off an image or a thought of who that person, people perceive that person to be?
It can for some. For me, I do my very best not to judge a book by its cover, because you never know what you're going to get. You could get someone covered completely in tats, and you think, oh my God, like, I'm scared of this person. But then you start to talk to them, and you're like, wow, what an amazing person.
Big. That's a little bit too
Mike,
extravagant.
the moderator, would you date a woman with dog paws on her chest?
I have.
He's like, yeah, what's the problem, right?
I have.
Eve?
I got no problem.
2007. It's in 2007.
That was 2007. Yeah, it was.
It's been a very good year.
7 was a good year.
What about you, Backstage? You kind of conservative.
No, I dated women with tattoos and everything. I mean, it's became
You
so
whore!
It became so much the norm nowadays that it's like it's no biggie with the tattoos.
Rossi is a whore.
See, I don't have an issue with tattoos. I have an issue with where they are and what they are. Right? There's just some stuff that, I mean, you have to understand, if you out with me, I'm as much a reflection of you as you are of me, right? And I go many places.
Don't have no bullseye tattoo on your backside.
Yeah. That ain't gonna work.
As long as it's covered, Mike can care less,
You
right?
know, slippery when wet on your chin don't work.
Yeah,
like, I
exactly.
can't. You
I
ain't
have a
going.
question for you guys, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
If a female has a tattoo of
Where?
an ex's name, how do you feel?
I can care less.
Next question.
I mean, look, I don't. It was
I'm sorry, if you're being intimate with a woman and you see Joe Schmo
ain't no-
on the
listen,
chest,
once
what are you
I'm-
gonna do?
Once
The lights are out.
Once my emotions and my convulsions in motion, I ain't worried about it. Maybe we talk about it after the fact.
The lights are out. This
lights
tell her
out,
to
don't
turn
matter.
over. This is turn over. Turn over.
I'm with it.
But like I said, Roddy would say he gonna be quick anyway, so he gonna be trying to anyway.
I'm ignorant. She
Snapboard.
wake up with a magic
Clapboard.
marker line through it. Take a Sharpie. I've been took a Sharpie at like 4 a.m. just drew a line through it.
KTO.
Connect the dots. Look. It's a sketch.
Oh my God.
Have you experienced that with a man?
Yeah, but I actually accepted it. It wasn't her name. It said Nena on it. So it was.
Oh, so it could have been
referring-
anybody.
No, his grandma.
Yeah.
Huh?
And I was
he
like,
lied.
whatever.
sick.
It is
He
what it is. Because at
He
the end of the
lied.
day, I know I'm the badass chick.
He lied.
Well, okay.
Did he get some donuts? Not.
Yo, what's up with you and these donuts?
Hey, you see, making her buy food.
Oh
They ain't
She
even
about
giving
to
no
go
money.
home and have a herd of sheep in her driveway.
We got one more story. And let me start with my lovely co-host for the day because she's much more lovely than you are.
He's the guest. We pick on guests.
Do you
All
take
right.
bath bomb? You ever use a bath bomb?
Like the bombs you put in the
Yeah.
the bath. Yes, actually.
Are you a
from
fan of them?
Lush. I don't take too many baths. More? I take
I was
showers.
getting ready to say, do you wash up?
I'm like, easy.
I mean,
She's a cat.
I don't soak myself in a tub like I used to because
Well, what do you soak at?
Is
I like to go to a
is that the
spa of some
sponge
sort,
that,
but
that have the soap in it?
No, Rodeo. Just keep
Oh.
doing what you've been doing. Don't hurt yourself. Mike, when you want to when you get your little Harlequin romance, want to get your book, want to be your Reverend Run, you ever use a bath bomb?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I know you can.
therapeutic.
I don't even like
You know how-
baths.
Yeah, you
No,
have a
Kevin,
little
no.
Cabernet and you have a bath
yeah,
bomb.
I don't like baths.
Well, KFC has put out a chicken flavored bath bomb. Yes. It started in Europe and hopefully will come to the States. If you like the smell of KFC, that's how you will smell in your bathtub. Just like
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So a female could really be a
No.
chicken head?
Yes, she can. Now. That is
Smell like
possible.
one too. I could do a do.
Exactly.
my
It's
goodness.
the uncontroversial fizzy bath smell
That's really
is unlike anything. It's unlike anything else out. But people who are fans of KFC
Yeah.
seem to be buying this up in Europe.
So somebody's finger licking good, huh?
Well, she'll be thinking like it.
You know why? You know what? You know why they doing that? You know, because they say, "Oh, black people love chicken, so they might want to smell like one
Well,
too."
hey.
So you must be thinking about buying it now yourself,
That's
don't you?
crazy.
Yeah, come on, you gonna be with a woman that smell like a chicken?
Well, the fellas, you might get some more finger licking goods. I'll tell you.
Go down, you're gonna really be hungry.
I got a drumstick for you, darling. But
Is
that
there any
ends,
grease down here?
that ends the Sapphire Blue News.
Sapphire would have said that either.
Well, I don't have blonde hair or double D in front of my shirt.
You think Sapphire would use that chicken?
No, I don't think so. I doubt that highly.
Look. Suck on this.
Let's go.
Aren't you elated?
He's on a roll right now. He's on a roll.
That damn donut.
See
I
what
gave
happens
the
when
man
you give
too
him
much sugar.
You sure it wasn't Bill Cosby giving you them donuts and thought it was you gonna eat it and he's eating it? with the hair on.
Oh man.
It was the hair on ever. But it's
was a very good
it's
year.
question of the day time, and question of the day is sponsored by again Splash Magazine. Go out and support Splash Magazine. Again, articles. Reach out to that Splash. I believe on Instagram. My man Gio will take care of you. But again, business recognizes business, and we appreciate that. Just the Classic Man has decided to join us in 20 minutes.
Good afternoon. I'm still alive.
That's
Yes.
a CC.
Yeah.
Keep telling you he ain't late.
and
He
you
just
see what happened
early
to
for next
CC.
week.
Yeah, Mount Vernon's finest.
And you see what happened to Mount Vernon's finest.
Yeah.
But let's move on. It's question of the day. And today's question of the day is things women want. The most important qualities women look for in a partner. Now I'm going to start with, she's got the positive energy hat on. What's some of the things you look for in that special someone?
Man, I recently just wrote a list too.
Oh, you have a checklist too?
Oh hell yeah! It's called law of attraction, attracting all the qualities of a person into your life. Trust, loyalty, communication.
How's that worked out for you?
Well,
That's like a Kendrick Lamar CD.
Don't mess
Loyalty.
with Lamar in this
Oh,
place. Not
sorry.
today.
Yeah.
Rashida, get you. What you were saying?
you might get some qualities, but it's like you can't really get them all. But I want to be with someone where I have like an awesome friendship, where I'm like, yo, what are you doing after work? Happy hour? Yeah, we are. Cool.
Everything
No.
but the sex.
Cool.
No, yeah. She said it's fabulous,
Everything but.
exciting.
What
Yeah,
about
we
you,
don't have
Mike?
sex.
No, unfortunately, we don't. I'm joking. This is radio.
Is that-
Laugh with me.
Yeah,
Laugh
but
with
it's
me.
reality
I
radio.
know,
What's up?
You know I'm only playing,
I heard
Renee. Mike, your things that are important to you and a partner. What's some of the qualities?
As I've gotten older, as the dynamics of my life has changed, security is probably the most paramount
That woman gonna have
trait.
some money.
You
Older
know what I'm
woman.
saying? Whether it's financial security, whether it's emotional security.
That rock.
I mean, I've always had fans in my hands, so I ain't looking for physical security. I got
You
this.
say you're good.
But you know, definitely security.
Speaking of older women, Classic Man Just, you have a sweet. They have a sweet tooth for you.
A Whitney of older women. Whitney, a Carlo.
Yes, the real.
The OJ
the AARP. Your thoughts just on qualities you look for in a partner. That's more than a weekend.
Damn, Kev, why I gotta be more than the weekend for? I just can't be the weekend. What's wrong with the weekend?
Don't
Like,
ask why,
obviously, you want
just respect
loyalty. You want loyalty, trust, respect, honesty. You know, like this young lady said.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Like the young lady said. You want to make sure that that's the person for you. Be able to make those late night phone calls. Hey, what you doing? Let's get up.
A love song.
Let's hang out. Let's just talk. Let's do whatever.
My
Just the basic qualities anybody looks for.
Let's go to the first one. First one up is independence. Women want to know that a man can take care of himself. They want a guy who is capable and independent, able to make his own decisions, pay his own rent, cook his own dinner for himself, despite what you might think. No one wants a man who needs his mother all the time. Rodeo.
Why it's gotta be me first?
Why? This is because I didn't ask you.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Independence. Is that important to you when you present yourself to a woman that you can show you're independent?
Yo, definitely a woman.
Even though she got to cook for you, clean for you.
Well, that's beside the point. But yeah, definitely, it's good to show your independence because a person needs to know if we together and I fall, if I slip, can you help me up? You know, and that's
I agree
very
with that.
important, especially today, man, because a lot of people are falling.
Yeah.
Red shoes, red bottom, crayon shoes, coming off. And
Backstage
notes,
Ed,
backed up.
independence. You're a homeowner, Mr. Roper. So when it comes to independence, is that an important quality to show a woman, hey, listen, I got my own, mama don't,
got my own home.
mama don't cook here. I do my own,
And my own bathtub.
TV dinners. Your
No,
thoughts?
that's you. I don't do no TV dinners. No, it's always good to show that you're very independent and that you can actually survive on your own if she's not around or if you don't need nobody to
right.
keep you carrying like that.
That's right.
You got to definitely show them that you have something that you're coming into the relationship with.
Moderator, your thoughts?
2007.
Actually, what
He said, yeah.
he said, absolutely what he said. I'm so with that. Like he really took the words out of my mouth. That independence thing is paramount, totally paramount.
Well, I got something to say.
Right, girl.
Okay, please.
Oh, yeah.
Go speak.
This goes same for women, because a lot of women these days think that, like, okay, they ain't got this, they ain't got that, but they expect the man to have everything put together.
Right.
And that's not fair.
No.
You know? It's totally not fair
You know what
because
a woman showed me one time, you know, this is going back in the days.
I know.
She showed me some batteries. Said, well, I don't need you, and showed me some batteries. I don't know what the
Was
deal
she trying to tell you that you're not long enough or you're not strong enough?
I was going to say, oh, so you got to let your toothbrush, right?
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. Maybe 5.
oh my
I think I came out feet first.
I would say this real quick, yo. It's different when you watch the show from up here than when you sit down there. Yo, I really wish I had something long enough to slap you upside the back of your head right now, though. I ain't gonna lie.
What's wrong with
Man.
Woman showed me batteries.
Crazy. You definitely
man.
crazy.
Woman shows you walking paper, she showed me
Did
batteries.
her
Okay.
breakfast have a lot of little black hairs in them? Maybe not.
I didn't even want to even go on.
Let's move on.
After that.
We're talking about things women want. The next one is looks. Women are called their favorite sex for a reason. They're much, much better looking than we are, and women want sharp images, strong chins, men who show aggression.
Man, this is a good one. So basically, to me, appearance doesn't matter anymore. The older I got, it's what you
So
bring
what
to the
matters?
table.
Yeah. What matters?
You know, what their soul provides.
So no
How are you
bars.
going to make me feel
Make me feel
emotionally?
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Halle.
So no abs, none of the six
It doesn't
pack.
necessarily have to be abs. I've been with thick men. I've been with skinny men, short men, big-eared men.
No
it
men?
Don't,
Classic,
it don't
you wanna know
matter.
No men.
How you make me feel at the end of the day.
Bearded men?
Bearded.
Staying
I
out of
have
that
been
one.
with bearded men.
Staying out of this.
I love bearded men.
That's my sister right there. I'm staying out of this.
Okay.
That's my
You're from
sister
West
right
Virginia.
there. Exactly.
Mike,
You a mountaineer?
look.
They had the rifles.
Jeb is just Beverly Hillbilly. Jeb.
They have importance.
Okay.
But much like the young lady said, as you get older, what you require out of looks changes, because as what you realize is that I think every I mean, I don't know too many guys that haven't dated that woman. You know, that woman that walks in the room and everybody's like, yo, I'm about to holler at that. And then you holler at that and you realize that, yo,
Got bad breath.
So this chick is about as sharp as a crayon. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
and then that what you're but now you're looking at her and all of a sudden she's really not as attractive as you once thought.
Like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, looks have an importance, but they're not the deal breaker.
But my question is to y'all. Y'all keep saying y'all got old. How old are y'all before y'all start changing that y'all not looking for looks and all that? How old?
It's experience, I think.
It's experience.
It's not age.
I don't know about y'all. I'm still looking for looks. I don't
Yeah,
care.
'cause
I don't care.
I wanna, yeah, I
She
wanna
gotta
know
have
how
a certain
old.
size bra, certain size
my
backside. I don't care what y'all say. I'm
Y'all
still
keep
looking.
saying, "Oh, I got older. I changed." How old are
know-
you changing?
I can't stop him.
I know. Anyways,
Still didn't answer the question.
Yeah, blow that hair back.
for me, for
Yeah.
instance, it's all about the eyes. Like the way a man looks at me and the way he wants to connect with me. If a man can connect with me through my eyes, whoop, whoop, whoop.
What's the matter with your
Chicken
eyes? You got
head.
something in your eyes, man?
Kevin,
You got something in your eyes?
Chicken head. Chicken head.
Like you got cataracts or
you're so
something. trying to look.
stupid.
That's why you say when you get older, your eyes change. Yeah, you can't see right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.
Let's move on. We're talking things women want in men, and then maybe sometimes, well, Steph, the opposite. Communication skills
Yeah.
is the next one. We often teach women about their capacity for conversation. However, men ignore the female inclination to talk at their peril. Women place a priority on guys that can talk, can express themselves, and are very vocal and inspirational with their measures. Back, Mike, the moderator. Let me go to you. I'm going to say just because you don't be sitting there. Communication skills when it comes to presenting yourself to the opposite sex.
Paramount. Paramount. That's. But then I'm cocky when it comes to that. I'm sorry. I'm cocky. My communication skills, when I so choose to invoke them.
So she just throw the panties at you once you start talking. Right?
Listen. Listen. And we have a woman
She'll
here.
buy them for him.
We have a woman here who I'll get her opinion on it. Guy gets in your ear. He got a good conversation going with you. It's good and subtle. Maybe there's a little eye contact
got
thrown
his
in
hat
there.
on.
Now all of a sudden you looking forward to the conversation. Doesn't that go a long way with you?
Yeah, of course.
Steph, if you wind up in
Conversation's
Queens,
everything.
I know why in the morning. He just started talking and I was making them eggs.
She ain't give me back my hat either. Positive energy in Queens, you know. Know whose hat that is, right? LeBron James.
Cat Daddy dance. Backstage chat, your communication skills.
Nah, communication skills is big, but that same thing with the communication, you got to have some type of intelligent thoughts behind what you're saying.
And a good
as well.
credit rating.
No, that's you. but you have to have some good thoughts of what you're saying as well, because you can have good communication skills and not saying one damn thing. So you got to have some
Yeah.
type of good thoughts and positive stuff that comes with it, because you can have some communication skills and still be
Gotta
negative.
have skills.
Classic man, your thoughts?
Yeah, you have to have a good communication skills.
As long as it's a Friday or Saturday.
Wait, hold on. One thing.
Hold on, no. There's an addendum to that.
Okay.
You have to make sure that the person you're communicating with of themselves is at a level that they can comprehend what it is that you're saying.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
So I've experienced that a time or two where I'm like, you just didn't get nothing I said, did you?
You gotta believe in me, baby. You gotta believe in me.
So then I got to dumb it down, take it down to Paw Patrol and Teen Titans level, and now she get it, right? I'm gone.
I get it.
You gotta lay down.
And as the great Mike would say, I digress.
I digress.
Let's move on. We're going to move on to our last one. And our last one is passion. Passion is another one of the top 10 things women want. The reasons should be pretty obvious. If a woman is thinking about spending any time with you, she'd like to know she can look in your adventure, excitement, commitment, devotion, and have great sex. Great sex. Something that me and Steph don't have. I'm joking.
Make America great again.
Passion, Steph. Passion. Your thoughts on that man having passion, a zest for life, a passion for his woman, a passion to make life. I'm gonna use the great again because that's
Or even
Shady 45.
after an argument.
Yeah.
I went through this last night, actually.
Okay, please share.
You know, me and an ex, you know, we were talking about some things that just occurred, and
What occurred?
A lot of drama. Everything's
reality
my
radio.
fault.
What's on third?
Everything's my fault. You know, whatever. It is what it is. However, we came to a mutual agreement, and at the end, it's sometimes you know how much you love each other, but you just want that other person to be like
Ike and Tina.
shut the hell up and just like eat you alive.
Like the song Hot
Yes.
Sex on the Platter.
And when that's not there, and then you got to be the initiator, it's like, ugh. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, so passion.
That's when the
passion
knives
is
come out, huh?
everything. Yes.
What about you, Mike?
Looked like that
Passion.
conversation was
Passion
frustrating.
gets you in trouble.
Yes, it was.
But
3 to 5 passion.
Yeah, passion gets you 3 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
I think the alchemy.
Passion had you in that stage where you didn't hear the safe word of let go, and you just got that grip just a little.
Ask David Carradine about passion.
Yeah.
Then you be in that judge courtroom writing an essay. Why did I do that to her?
I loved him, Judge. He just wouldn't listen. Classic man, just passion.
Passion, huh?
What day?
Passion
Okay.
get me in
What day of the
trouble.
week?
What day?
Passion get me in trouble. No. In all
seems
honesty,
like
you have to have passion when
a
you're looking
lover.
at somebody, and they need to know that you're in with them, and you need to know that they're in with them together. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna be fun. And if it's not fun, it makes no sense to do anything.
Backstage, does it even matter as long as she's got a pulse?
We keep going about yourself, huh? Why we keep going
I
about
don't
you?
care if she passion. She alive, mother.
That's what I say. You gotta have a blow up doll or something.
Give me a Samuel class.
man.
Mother Efra, she's alive.
Are you finished?
At the end of the
But-
day, I have passion for 950 Lounge.
Now shut up.
And the couch. And the couch.
And the couch.
You notice how I don't even
We
get to
bring
answer
it
the
to the
question
couch.
myself?
He doesn't leave his couch.
Oh.
He's
Okay.
I
the
don't even answer the
quintessential.
question, so I don't say nothing.
He's the quintessential modern man. I don't
They
leave my
call me
house.
They say I'm a
Now, can I
secret.
answer the question?
Yes, please. We got a few minutes left. Yes.
Thank you. Now, no,
right.
when it comes to the passion part, yes, you have to have passion when you're having a conversation because you want to make love to that person's mind.
Oh, look at this
Yeah.
guy.
And then you want to make
Where'd
sure
you
that
hear
you
that
can
from?
ask
Let me find
sneaky,
out.
and it goes with the whole lot.
Don't say that, Steph. You might wind up in the Bronx making it.
How do you make love to a black woman? Exactly.
She better stop. She's gonna be making rounds today.
Exactly. We'll be talking about you next week. But that ends our question today, presented by Splash Magazine, our new sponsor.
And it did
Welcome
take
to
a splash.
the 950 family. Again, you can find new 950 ad and Splash coming November 10th, I think. So be on the lookout. Mike, thank you, my brother. It's always fun to have you on.
Always.
Where can people find out? Well-moderated podcast, getting ready to go into 40,000 homes. New DSM real quick.
Well, Moderator Podcast can be found iTunes. You can find it on the TuneIn app. And, of course, you can always, reach me at all social medias, the Well Moderated Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, as well as please don't leave off the THE, the Well Moderated Podcast at Gmail. I'm available.
Steph?
You can reach me at adventureswithpearl.com.
Oh, wow. Sound better than rodeos from little jingle. And there's a brother here. I need him to come up, grab a mic, Pugs. I couldn't call him on mic. Some old brother I know from way back. He's part of the 950 family now. He's going to start bringing in each week. He'll start presenting comments on how to get your credit right, how to get a fire home, how to manage your money. This brother here is phenomenal what he does. I'm going to let him say the rest.
You said it all. There's nothing else for me to say.
They got to find you, bro.
Well, they can find me at...
Find him at the bank.
They just found me. You can find me on my Instagram page, Rodell Lindsay, or you can find me at my Facebook page, Rodell Lindsay. Any questions you have, concerns about life insurance, investments, your credit, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have.
We'll have Rodell's commentary here. We'll have him once in a while on the show. And again, it's a really solid resource. We always try to add great pieces. This young lady here, Adventure with Pearl, Mike, the Moderator show, Well Moderated Podcast, will be part of the CBTV family and the 950 network as well, as long as here at DSN.
So 2 weeks.
Again,
Yes.
the best team in radio. Thank you. Just thanks for making it the last.
All the best. All the best.
I'm happy. No, every time you're late, these guys go into panic mode. They start looking for milk boxes. Justin's fine.
Justin, he said to hell with you today.
I didn't say that.
That's what he did.
I know he's mad at me. I know he's mad at me.
I said, let me call him. He said to hell with Justin. He know better.
He just goofed me with somebody else. So I know I'm in trouble right now. I'm in the timeout
we go
zone.
beyond 950. Wasn't that serious? I'm just glad you're okay. And I'm sure your daddy and family feel the same way. Steph, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure.
Yo, can I get it in the morning? Every Saturday I be up, no yawning.